4104 BC, minus 208 AM. In 222 AD, Diogenes Laertius wrote that the Egyptians claimed that their history spanned back 48,863 years from Alexander the Great. 1. This is a lunar code that is interpreted by dividing this sum by 13 lunar months. Counting from 345 BC, this places the start date at 4104 BC, but counting from 331 BC, when Alexander defeated the Persians, then the date would be 4089 BC. 1. Secret Cities of Old South America 56. 4039 BC, minus 144 AM. 6144 before Armageddon, 1800 before Flood, 1200 Anunnaki chronology, 270 Phoenix chronology, 1 orbital chronology. Planet Earth drifts into the solar system after 270 years frozen solid, free of the dark star's gravitational hold. Earth begins to orbit the Sun tucked unusually between the orbits of Venus and Mars, which disrupts the equidistant mathematical distribution of the planets as measured from the surface of the Sun, revealed in the Titius-Bode law. Earth's distance from the Sun reveals that it is an intruder planet. The planets already orbiting the Sun were priorly damaged by detritus from the explosion of the Day Star. At this time there are Anunnaki on Earth and they are participant in Earth's renovation. Ancient Akkadian cosmology has the Moon pre-existing the Sun, 1. This is confirmed in the Egyptian Turin Papyrus 2, and Mexican traditions claim that Venus existed before the Sun, 3. The earliest known Sumerian tablets, circa 3500 BC, recall that when the gods called the Anunnaki came to Earth, they found it covered in a dense cloud cover. Daylight did not shine. Moonlight had not emerged. 4. Amazingly, according to the Vedic Rig Veda, the proximity of a heat source to a water-covered world was what brought Earth back to life. 5. Once in orbit around the hot Sun, the Earth began to roll, what we term a rotational spin on its axis, as found in Genesis 1, where the evening and the morning were the first day. This spinning begins the rapid renovation of Earth as it thaws out. Billions of marine, amphibian and reptilian life forms emerged from their dormant stasis after the world had been quick frozen 270 years earlier. The Anunnaki create humankind at the end of a 600-year period, according to the writings in the Holy Tablets, 6. This conforms nicely to the 600-year periods of the Anunnaki chronology. In fact, it was long ago taught that a divine man would arise every 600 years throughout world history, 7. As will be shown, several famous figures throughout history were born at these intervals. Mankind, according to the Enuma Elish, was created in the 6th tablet, 8. Just as in Genesis humans were made in the 6th day. The start of man in this year is encoded in the first verse of Genesis, which reads, "In the beginning, the word beginning derived from a root, kedem, which has a geometrical value of 144, carrying with it the idea of eternalness, 9. This year of 4039 BC is 144 years before mankind is banished from paradise, walled enclosure, called Eden. In 3895 BC, which begins a 6,000-year timeline to man's redemption in 2106 AD, with the return of the chief cornerstone. Homo sapiens sapiens is a genetically improved creation by the Anunnaki from pre-existing life forms made extinct in the cataclysm of 4309 BC. But this time the Eternal One, through his word, intervened and breathed the Spirit into mankind, thus making humanity in the image of God, thus taking away the total control of the Anunnaki, who sought to create a planetary slave race of workers. For this reason, the Anunnaki as watchers have regarded their own maker, the Eternal One, as a thief. Humanity would have the knowledge necessary to discern between good and evil. The only command given to humanity is, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. It is this statement that reveals that earth was formerly inhabited. Man's creation in 6th day denotes his appearance after a period of 144 hours or 6 days. The week was by divine appointment not represented by mechanical time, 7 days.